Hey there, TRASTRA fans. First things first, you still have like today and tomorrow, 2 days to enter the draw to win 15 USDT, so hurry up. All you need to do is transact Tron-based USDT from your shiny new wallet. This puts you in the running automatically. Do this before midnight on Wednesday 31st and you get a solid chance to be in a tight group of 15 winners we select randomly. Make sure to follow us on social for updates, but I suspect there won't be any. The promo is almost over and the rules are so straightforward. I don't foresee any misunderstanding. Basically just transact Tron-based USDT and that's it. Okay, so that's done. And as far as the news goes, this week was relatively quiet in the run-up to a major US holiday, the Memorial Day. Crypto markets were more or less dormant. Traders were waiting for a congressional vote on the proposed deal to extend the US debt ceiling. Although Bitcoin was up 4.4% on May 28th, but still not all in the cryptoverse are convinced that bulls might now have the upper hand. And here's what else is on the news today. Bitcoin's transaction fees were making headlines as they soared to new heights, accompanied by the surge in price above $28,000. The popularity of Ordinals, a system for creating NFTs on the Bitcoin network that is driving transaction fee revenue from miners to unprecedented levels. Data reveals that transaction fees now contribute 14.3% of mining revenue, making an 11% increase from April and the highest since April 2021. This surge has resulted in transaction fee revenue reaching a 2-year high of around $120 million for the month. Despite Ethereum retaining its top position, Bitcoin has become the second most voluminous NFT platform thanks to Ordinals, sparking unexpected economic activity on the Bitcoin network in 2023. Last week, almost all the key markets for digital assets in Asia got updates from local regulators. Lawmakers in Japan have decided to enforce stricter anti-money laundering measures to trace cryptocurrency transactions from June 1st. According to reports, a vital feature of the new measures is the enforcement of the travel rule to keep a more accurate track of criminal proceeds. It requires any financial institution processing a crypto transfer over $3,000 to pass customer information to the recipient, exchange, or institution. The data should include the name and address of the sender and recipient and account information. The South Korean government is moving forward with new laws requiring officials to report their holdings of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. The amendment to the National Assembly Act officially places cryptocurrency on the list of registered properties. The amendment to the Public Service Ethics Act also obligates high-ranking public officials and members of the National Assembly to disclose cryptocurrency assets. The Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission, SFC, announced it would soon allow licensed platforms to serve retail investors. According to the regulator, virtual asset trading platforms willing to comply with the SFC's proposed guidelines are welcome to apply for a license. While China's legal stance on crypto remains prohibitive, Beijing's municipal government has unveiled a white paper to foster innovation and advance the Web3 industry. The document recognizes Web3 technology as an inevitable trend for future internet industry development, end quote, and emphasizes Beijing's intention to enhance policy support and expedite technological advancements to foster the industry's growth. A major global securities watchdog, the International Organization of Securities Commissions, IOSCO, now this abbreviation I like, IOSCO, I-O-S-C-O, is working to help policymakers regulate cryptocurrency more efficiently. Its recent report includes 18 policy recommendations to help global securities regulators address market integrity and investor protection concerns arising from crypto. IOSCO encourages global regulators to analyze the applicability and adequacy of their crypto regulatory frameworks and the extent to which they behave like substitutes for regulated financial instruments. Regulators should apply such an approach to all types of crypto assets, including stablecoins like Tether, the authority noted. Norges Bank, the central bank of Norway, has released its annual financial infrastructure report, in which it devoted a considerable part to crypto assets and the question of whether Norway should depend on international regulatory examples to control its market. The European Union's market in crypto assets regulation will come into force in a year or two, and it will probably also apply to Norway, the authors of the report suggest. However, the Ministry of Finance will assess EEA, European Economic Area, relevance and implementations in Norway, Norges Bank noted. Norway is a member of the European Economic Area, but not the European Union. Binance is re-entering the Japanese market by establishing a regulated subsidiary. The move follows Binance's acquisition of Sakura Exchange Bitcoin, SEBC, in 2022. SEBC will transition to Binance Japan, requiring users to register with the new entity. The migration process will begin after August 1st, 2023, with new identity verification procedures to comply with local regulations. Binance's approach involves acquiring locally registered entities to expand globally, as seen in Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Gemini and Genesis, two companies involved in an ongoing crypto lawsuit with the SEC, are urging the judge to dismiss the case. In separate court filings, the crypto exchange and the financial services firm argue against the Securities and Exchange Commission, led by Gary Gensler. Both companies claim that SEC is incorrectly categorizing loans and securities. The SEC had previously stated that Gemini's Earn program, which was operated in collaboration with Genesis, constituted a securities offer and sale. Interestingly, Gemini and Genesis find themselves at odds over the collapse of Genesis' lending unit, which has left a significant amount of Gemini customers' funds in a state of uncertainty. Terraform Labs co-founder Du Quan and former chief financial officer Han Chong-jun will not be released on bail in Montenegro after prosecutors appealed the decision. The fugitive crypto executives were granted release to house arrest on €400,000 bail, roughly $435,000 each, by the basic court in Montenegrin capital Podgorica on May 12th. The bail terms were proposed by their defense team. Prosecutors appealed the ruling to the High Court the following week. In the meantime, both South Korean and United States authorities have sought Kwan's extradition, and he also faces charges in Singapore. U.S. prosecutors have filed 8 charges against Kwan, including commodities fraud, securities fraud, wire fraud, and conspiracy to defraud and engage in market manipulation. Jesus, this guy's fucked. The CEO of the Sandbox, Arthur Madrid, is that his last name, like the capital of Spain? Okay. Experienced a Twitter account hack, leading to the promotion of a phishing scam. This incident highlights the ongoing prevalence of phishing attacks in the cryptocurrency community, posing risks to unsuspecting users. Japan has announced the launch of a pilot project for its digital yen after a second successful proof of concept. The initiative aims to explore the potential of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, and its impact on the country's financial system. The digital yen, digital version of Japan's official currency, will be tested in a controlled environment to assess its usability, security, and functionality. Brazil's central bank has chosen 14 participants for its CBDC pilot project, according to reports. The selected participants include financial institutions, payment companies, and fintechs. The CBDC pilot aims to evaluate the feasibility of a digital real and its potential impact on the Brazilian financial system. TrueUSD, or as you may know it, TUSD, has witnessed a significant rise in its market share as a quote asset for spot trading volume across several major cryptocurrency exchanges. In April, TUSD entered the top 5 quote assets, propelled by Binance's decision to exempt BTC TUSD from fees and redirect some fee benefits from BUSD to TUSD. By the end of April, TUSD's quote asset market share exceeded 1%, and it is now on track to account for 13% of quote asset volume, surpassing USD and BUSD. On Binance, TUSD is projected to represent 20% of spot trading volume in May, outpacing the previously dominant stablecoin USDT. This surge in TUSD's popularity has affected the market share of both BUSD and USDT. Popular metaverse properties, including those in Other Deeds, Sandbox, Decentraland, Somnium, and Voxels, have experienced significant value losses in the past year, with virtual lands depreciating by around 90% from their peak prices in 2022. Despite this decline, Voxels remains hopeful for potential recovery, especially with the upcoming launch of Apple's mixed reality headset, which could ignite renewed interest in the metaverse. Okay. Peter Schiff, a well-known crypto critic, has announced plans to launch his own NFT art collection based on Bitcoin, surprising many in the crypto community. Despite his long-standing criticism of cryptocurrencies, Schiff's foray into NFTs reflects a potential shift in sentiment towards blockchain technology and asset ownership verification. And a quick recap of the last week in DeFi-ish for you. Last week, Binance suspended deposits for 10 bridged tokens following days of uncertainty surrounding the multi-chain protocol. Transactions on the cross-chain protocol have been delayed over multiple bridges in the past few days, with little information from multi-chain's team about the ongoing issues. In a tweet from May 24th, Multi-chain said that some cross-chain routes were unavailable due to force majeure, noting that the time for service restoration was unclear. Binance was not the only company to take steps amid the unexplained downtime. The Phantom Foundation removed 449,740 multi, roughly worth $2.4 million from liquidity on SushiSwap. The multi-governance token plummeted by over 50% due to transaction processing issues and lack of communication, raising concerns of possible rug pull. On Twitter, rumors circulated that Multichain's team had been arrested by the Chinese police with $1.5 billion worth of smart contract funds under authorities' control. Right, so that was a big one. What else? Jimbo's protocol has suffered a hack on Arbitrum, resulting in a loss of $7.5 million worth of Ether. Blur's NFT lending protocol Blend is leading the financialization of NFTs, capturing 82% of the total NFT lending volume in May with over $308 million. The MakerDAO community is considering increasing the DAI savings rate, potentially influencing DeFi rates. Bitcoin-based Space Pepes outperformed Ethereum collections in trade volume. Solana launched a ChatGPT plugin, leveraging the success of AI applications. And finally, sales of hardware wallet Trezor saw a whopping 900% increase in a week after competitor Ledger's proposed feature Recover raised concerns among crypto holders. The recent uproar surrounding hardware wallets stems from Ledger's plan to export users' secret keys, raising privacy and security issues. In response to the market's demand for transparency, Ledger's CEO announced plans to open source the Recover feature. Still, despite the surge in Trezor sales, the company faces its own demons, including a recent video demonstrating how to access the secret key on Trezor T. And this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to our social, and I bid you adieu. Peace.